interweb.
But we are talking to the interwebs. We are on. Start the clock. Make it happen. All right. 2 seconds in. Hey, here's the deal. We are back with Battlefield to the Boardroom. You are live with Philip Folsom. I don't know where you are in the thing, but and Garth Massey, Colonel Garth Massey, here to talk about how you can accelerate both your life, your business, things we have done that have seemed to work over the years with family, with fitness, with everything we do, right? And today I think we got a big one because we're talking about happiness, which is my least favorite word, but an awesome thing to get. And I want to break it down in two spectrums, two ends of the spectrum, because I think through marketing and advertising and in all the fancy stuff out there, movies, we often get drawn into the easy end of happiness, which I would put in as pleasure, right? Like it's all the eat this, buy this, drive that, watch this. You're going to be happy. It's pleasurable. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to be better for it. And that is a siren's call because it will not make you happy in the long term. So we were talking about this before, and the other end of that spectrum is happiness through excellence. And excellence is hard because it takes a lot of time. So 10-minute talk on tactics, 1 minute down, 2 tips on how to be happy through excellence. Good morning, Philip.
Hey, good morning. All right, I'm going first. And guys and gals, this is a central theme that is applicable across every spectrum of your life, including career, fitness, parenting, this particular thing. And you really have only one of two choices. You can either engage with the challenge, right? The suffering that's inherent in life, or you can avoid it. And avoidance is the distraction of happiness. It's pursuing external things, whether it be donuts, social media, whatever those things are that you're trying to find externally. And we define that as pleasure. And then the other side would be engaging with that suffering through the quest for service or meaning or purpose. And that's intrinsic motivation. And obviously it's way more successful because embracing the long-term success of the grind, the struggle, the suck is what's going to allow sustainable or long-term success over time. So that was my first one. Engage with the resistance or adversity or challenge and don't distract from it.
All right. So my first one is an easy one if you're paying attention, and that's to avoid the swag. So if you're out there starting a business or you're running something, the easy call, the happiness through pleasure is running out and buying the pens with your new company name on it. The t-shirts, which we're both wearing, right? The banners, spending your time on the one perfect marketing thing, right? You engage the pleasure and you start chasing around the thing that goes, that's me, that's my mark, that's my thumbnail scratch on the surface of eternity. But because you have done that, you have not engaged in the work of making your product, your promotion, your service really, really good, because it is distracting choosing whether you want burnt amber or some kind of like crimson on your like logo brand. It's important, but it isn't everything. And new businesses often get caught up digging into the swag. You don't need swag to make money. You need clients. You need a product that is worth a darn to sit through in whatever form or fashion that you use it. So yes, you need a logo and a website and all that stuff, but don't get sucked into the pleasure of making your mark and have zero, right? Make quality, and there you go. So
yeah.
Number 2.
Spot on. And just a quick add on that one there. I see a lot of entrepreneurs who are endlessly iterating and crafting their value proposition and, all their branding deck, all that stuff. And then they bring it to market and it's like, it didn't work. So you've invested all of your resources, including time and money, into this, Hail Mary shot, and it didn't land.
Right.
So get in the trenches and grind and just get it out there and then iterate forward, fail forward.
Yeah.
So,
but you can't make money making the thing you love. Like it has to be something other people love, All right. Number 2, what do you got?
Okay. Number 2, sacrifice for the sacred. And I'm not afraid to use that word.
Okay.
Sacrifice is hard. It's giving up the thing that you want now, aka pleasure, right? Donuts and social media, for the thing that you really want in the future. And so you can call it, you know, a deferring your pleasure, which is what we're trying to teach our kids and ourselves. And that's sacrifice. It's just inherent in every spiritual system, culture, leadership thinking, is being able to make that sacrifice for the thing that you want now, for the thing that you really want in the future, which is your sacred. So your your health is sacred. Your career is sacred. Your relationships are sacred, and they require a sacrifice to be able to maintain. So commit to the excellence. It's going to be hard. And you have to sacrifice that pleasure, right? For the long-term sacred of your excellence in whatever category it is.
Cool. Nope, that's true. Sacrifices. You said it a couple of weeks ago. It's the thing that moves you from adolescence to adulthood, which that's strong stuff. All right, my number 2 and the last one. All right. So when you think about the difference between pleasure and excellence, my number 2 tip would be present. You don't have to be present, fully engaged, emotionally tied in to do things that are pleasurable. You just show up and you ride the jet ski and everybody's happy on a jet ski, right? You buy the donut and then you sort of go sugar cloud, mind numb, just num, 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 eating the thing. You don't have to be present for that. But if you want to be excellent, you truly have to be present. You have to show up and do the hard work. You have to engage in the process. And what I have found is the moments where I finally actually hit that flow, or that deep practice, as it's called, or whatever, where I'm actually present, the hours slip by. The product quality goes way up and I get a massive amount done. It's when I'm not present, when I'm, half here and half there and doing 3 other things and taking a call, like can't get it done. You want to be excellent, find a way to put up some boundaries and be present in the activities that you're doing so that you can truly put, everything you got up here into what you're trying to make. It makes an incredible difference. And to do that, you have to be willing to say no to a lot of things. And you have to be willing to be there. So, and that works with business, but it also works with family. I mean, the common phrase everybody says, oh, you got to get quality time with your kids. And I believe, no, you don't. You need quantity time with your kids. You need to show up and be there for all the things. And you can't do it all. I got it. But you show up. So there you go. Two tips on our 10-minute talk on tactics. You've made it in under 10. It is a pleasure every week to see you, buddy. The world is still turning. Units, organizations looking to grow are still coming back together. Actually, there's been kind of an upsurge on my end we got to talk about later, but it was great to see you.
Always.
Yeah, we'll talk to you next week.
All right, guys. See y'all.